Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, just do the normal couple hours chat, talking about anything. To get the slow mode bit up, just in case I need it. Can't see if anyone's on yet. Right, no one's on yet. So yeah, I'm just going to set up while I'm waiting for people to join. Is the camera in the wrong position? Yeah, it is. I thought it was. Right, I didn't realise it was so far over when I took the picture. I had them sunglasses, I couldn't even fucking see what I was doing. So Paul, Carter, Orion, Salty, and City of Figs, you right? Yeah, good to see you on. Yeah, didn't realise that camera was over that far. Never mind. This is me fucking about anyway. Lord Flashlight, you right, mate? Jamie, you right? Yeah, so just be the normal old bollocks to talk about anything. When there's a couple more people on, I'll tell you what I ordered a few DVDs last night. You right, Liam? Yeah, you got to do anything. I don't suppose you're working at the minute, are you? But or do you still have to get up early at the minute? Liam has been watching loads of Sacha Baron Cohen stuff today. Nice. Yeah, I did watch that video you sent me, and it made me. I haven't watched any Borat stuff for quite a while. But I ain't watched the new one yet. I thought I'd leave it. But yeah, it did remind me how funny he is. Salty said the weapons and stuff. When's your next stream? I'd assume probably tomorrow, because he streams pretty much every day or every other day. Become a member and you'll be able to watch a stream pretty much every day. Not of mine, not of his. All right, Rich, how are you, mate? Liam said, got up early today, just didn't sleep well last night and thought, fuck it, laying in bed for longer. Yeah, don't blame you. Orion said, been meaning to see Borat too. No, I've not seen it yet, but I will do. Jamie said, got loads of 1943 dated 3 rounds today to display with my brand. Looks fantastic. Now, I bet it does. That sounds excellent. Yeah, actually genuine sort of old school fucking, 3 rounds to go with it. Yeah, very nice. Liam said we'll do a public one tomorrow afternoon. Flazzy, you right, mate? And Latbrick said I haven't watched it yet either. Yeah, I've not watched any of his stuff for a long time. Not because I don't. All of Sacha Baron Cohen's one of those that all of his stuff is pretty good. He's talented enough that he can do multiple characters and they're all funny. A bit like Lee Francis used to be. That he's milked that fucking Keith Lemon shit for way, way, way too long now. He's good enough to get rid of that crap and do something new. I don't know how many of you lot know. Lee Francis is an English comedian, but he used to do WeaponCollector, which was good. And the Keith Lemon stuff was good for a while, for maybe 2 series, but it's way over this. It's just shit now, basically. Zed Not Z, you're right, mate. I bought last night on DVD, £2.50 each. Fifth Element 2-disc like edition, and Valerian as well for £2.50. Yeah. Lord Flashlight said Grimsby was fucking hilarious. I've not seen that either, but that gets recommended all the time, that does. Richard said, got some singing lessons booked. Found someone who specialises in classical musical theatre. Oh, nice one, Rich. Good for you. Yeah, that's excellent, mate. How much is that gonna cost? I bet that's probably all right kind of price as well, isn't it? But yeah, no, that's excellent. Anyway, all round excellent news. Liam said, well, I find Borat the funniest due to it real life cringe interviews. Oh yeah, watched Grimsby and Ali G today as well. Nice. And you also got a fencing master. It's nice. Orion says sharpening up my Benchmade Adamas while watching. Nice one. Yeah, don't cut yourself. Yeah, Bruno. As I say, Sacha Baron Cohen's stuff is always good. He's talented enough that he can do multiple things, and they're usually very good. Tactical Dead Evening. Welcome to the Nut House. Yeah, I was going to call the stream something different today, something sort of, a bit what do you call it, clickbaity. But no, I couldn't be bothered in here. More Flash said, anything coming up for sale soon, mate? Just the usual bayonets, quivers, and broadheads, but nothing else that I can think of. Londinium Armory may be selling knives that have my sheaths on, though, potentially at some point. Foxy Lady, you right? How are you? Wolf said, you right, mate? Black Bricks, any tips on bottle cutting? Never have before. Hit it harder than you think you should. I used to have a habit, Carter, of sort of, if actually saying that, if your knife is sharp enough or whatever, you can gently sort of flick the rings off. But I find it's better to give it a bit of a whack. Hit it harder than you think you should, or maybe not harder than you think you should, but hit it quite hard. And try and find a slice that you're comfortable that you can get it nice and horizontal every time, because I can't do it that way. If I try that way, they're slightly diagonal and I can't do it the same every time, so I do a sort of back sort of slash. I don't know what that would be properly called, and I can seem to get the cuts. In fact, I can get the cuts so accurate sometimes I can just skim the top. That's and a sharp blade, really, but they don't have to be even paper cutting sharp, Carter. Liam said his cousin Simon Baron Cohen is a world-famous psychologist. Did not know that. Flashy said Caven Novak also does good cuttings. Yeah, I like Caven Novak and the phone jack and face jack. He's good as well. Yeah, he's very good. Helmet Collector said my M40 gas mask just bought is nice. I feel it's completely safe for COVID. I ain't got a clue. That's Liam you want to ask that, Helmet Collector. Irishman, you right, mate? Wolf said, Mike, have you watched a film called Cell? Good twist on a zombie movie. No, that's actually based on a Stephen King book, isn't it? Wolf said, no, I've not watched that, but I will do. I'm going to try and catch up a bit in a minute. Lord Flashheart said, I'm good for that G.I. Tanto style Tomcat bayonet whenever you get done, mate. Yes, I nearly forgot about that. Yeah, you'll have to remind me about that one. Send me an email saying, don't forget the G.I. Tanto version, and I'll definitely do that for you, mate. It had been a while, so I forgot. Lone Wolf, you right, mate? You right, Sam? Rita said, try and swing in a straight line. Rotate your body into the swing if you need more power to cut. That's on the bottle cutting bit. Helmet Collector, have I ever played Stalker? No. Matt Francis, right, mate? So I'm going to just go through the things, try and catch up a little bit. Black Brick said, all right, cool, thank you. Give it a try. Nice one, mate. I look forward to that. Yeah, that'd be good. I'm looking forward to some people joining. No one has yet. I think they're waiting for someone else to go first. Liam said Cell is basically a 5G zombie film. I know basically what it is. Yes, it's basically signals through the phones, isn't it? Making people sort of zombies. Yeah, I'll watch it eventually. But yeah. Yes, essentially the Stephen King getting to the conspiracy theories before anyone knew. Foxy Lady said, Sam, about time you came in. Lord Flash said, did you get the picture I emailed you of the Tanto bayonet on the adder? I must have. I have seen that. Yes, let me look. I'll tell you why I say let me look. On my downloads thing, I'm pretty sure they're still on there. And when you click them, they go into a downloads folder. Yeah, I got it. I've actually got the picture and I'm looking at it right now. Yes. I'll tell you what, I'm going to move that into my... All right, I should remember now, mate. I've moved that into a folder that I actually look at. Lord Flash up. I've got itchy fucking nose like usual. Yeah, they was in my downloads folder. I've moved that into my videos folder now, which is my most looked at folder. John Page, you right, mate? Helmet Collector, what's your most powerful weapon you own? Oh, depends. What do you mean powerful? Powerful thing that shoots something out, £175 crossbow. Most powerful thing for penetrating helmets, say, probably that Warhammer. Possibly, I don't know. Most powerful thing for slashing, probably the heaviest, sharpest blade I got. I don't know. Liam, I quite enjoy Cell, in all honesty. Not a serious film, but it's a bit of a laugh with Samuel L. Jackson swearing also. I'm pretty sure I've got that. I think I bought it on DVD cheap. Recently, I bought so many DVDs, like £1, £2 DVDs. I've actually forgotten what I've bought. I have to keep fucking looking up there to check before I buy another one. I bought a load, you know. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got Cell, but I ain't watched it yet. Matt France said The Cube are good films. Yeah, I like them. I like all the Cube films. What one's the best one? Is it the first one or the second one? But I like all three. It's Cube 1, Cube 2, and Cube 0 in it. Alpha Hale, you right, mate? Hermit Collector, you and Weapons Stuff should do a duo stream. We will do one day. We have done them before, and eventually, when all this COVID shit's over and we've both got time and we can do it sort of safely, he can come around here again. I don't know if you knew that. Who was saying it? Yeah, Hermit Collector. Liam has been to my house a couple of times, done videos with me. Also said first Cube is the best. It's good to enter. I like them. Jumble Sabu said, yeah. No, Sal has a lot of negative reviews, but I actually think it's a solid film. I do as well, Riggs. I think oh, was that Sal or Cube? Sorry. Oh, Sal, yeah, I thought you were talking about Cube. But yeah, I imagine I never take any notice of any fucking critics and reviews nowadays. I watched a film that was a 3.6 that in my opinion should have been a 6. And then I watched a film that was 5.6 the other day. That should have been a fucking 2. So Liam said Cube and Cube 0 good. Found the second one shit. Lord Flash up says C Prepper's shop has a Man Kung reverse limb compound crossbow in. They look awesome. Very powerful. Cheapest reverse limb I've seen kicking about. How much is it? How much is it, Lord Flash up? Lewis just come on. He said that Torch Company sent you an email. Thank you, Lewis, by the way. I got their email. They came last night, I think. Oh, I had it by the time I woke up. So thank you, Lewis. I appreciate that. I will email her after this stream. Thank you for you sending me the message as well. Yeah, she had actually got hold of me, Kitty. I love their names. Orion said, "Is the cube like Hellraiser? Never seen it. It's people waking up in a cube. It's like a. You don't know this, but they're in like they wake up in a room with like a door in all walls basically. So the floor, the ceiling, each wall has a way to go into another one. I suppose you could say it has a little bit of a Hellraiser Saw type of element. I reckon you'd like them though. Yeah, I like the oh yeah, they are more like Saw. People stuck in a deadly maze. Yeah, that's it. Jed said, "You'll have to let us know what you think of the two Besson films." I imagine I'd love them in all honesty, Zed, because I like all of his other films I've seen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will like them. But yeah, I'll let you know definitely. Ravi Ninja, right, mate? Helmet Collector said, "Have you seen any movies on Chernobyl? I want to take a tour there." I've only seen the documentaries on it and the Chernobyl HBO series. I've never seen any movies on it, like horrors. Tactical, yeah, here, kitty. Always cracks me up. All of the people when I used to get stuff sent by GearBest, it'd be obviously like a Chinese company, and the name would be Chinese. The person's name is Chinese, and then they'd have a little bit with what they want you to call them, and it was always things like Susan, Joan. Really weird. You know it's not their name. Alex Saint, you right, mate? Lord Flash Art says still over 400 quid for the Man Kung reverse limb. But when the rest are Barney and Scorpid, well over £1,000. Yeah, that's good then, isn't it? Yeah, that's less than half price. Matt said out testing those Prometheus pellets today in my HW45. Holy mackerel, they're awesome. They're good, aren't they? I would definitely recommend the Prometheus in that. Also said I'm sure Horizon do compounds as well. I think they do some rifles, don't they? Like full size crossbows. Yeah, I think they do. I think they. Thing is, with the full size crossbows, you can pretty much get anything. It's always just the pistols that's difficult to get anything unusual or powerful, isn't it? Or more powerful than standard. Darius, right, Matt? I haven't seen you on for a while. How are you? And he said you can get a big stand for the samurai swords. They're on Amazon. Nice one. Alex said saw a K-bar for sale. Looked pretty nice. Right, Stug. M Trade said just bought off of UK Blades. Nice one. Yeah, UK Blades. That's that's the one where I got my sword from, isn't it? Blades UK, so yeah, but yeah, I think that's what you mean, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Blades UK are pretty good, aren't they? Yes. If you want to support me, buy me a coffee. The link is wherever the chat is. If anyone wants to do it, put exclamation mark support. Or it's in the description at the top. Buy me a coffee, £2. You can buy me 10 coffees if you want. Don't have to, but and all of that money goes back into the channel. I have to say it because Stug said, watch any of those alien movies. No, you know what happened, Stug? I fucked about for so long. I started watching a film at 12:30 and I had to stop halfway through because I was falling asleep. It was called Nocturne. It actually seemed quite good. Yeah, the only thing the gist of it was you see some girl playing a piano and then this clock starts ringing and she jumps off of a balcony and kills herself. It's in a school, like a musical school sort of thing. And then it goes to these two twin girls. They both want to do the same song and they'll get into like the high up, things. One of the twins starts potentially doing what the other girl did. And then I just couldn't watch it. I might watch it after this. It seemed all right. Low budget. But yeah, no, I didn't. In fact, I didn't even get none of the Alien films in the end. But what I did do, I went on eBay and bookmarked, or not bookmarked, but put on my watch list. I went on eBay and looked up Music Magpie, went through all of their DVDs. Found shitloads of really good films for like £2. Put them on the watch list so that later on I can find them again. Yeah, I probably spent an hour doing that. Matt said, can't believe in my town the shop's playing Christmas music and decorations and tree up in town. It's way too early, isn't it? I know people put them up now. Me, personally, I wouldn't. I don't think you should do it until at least December, but I've got friends who've had it up since the beginning of fucking November. But they're also the same people who take it down on Christmas Day, whereas I don't. If I have decorations up, it's normally 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after. But yeah. Alex Saint said, Mike, if I become a billionaire, I'll buy you a couple of van loads if you want. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. I look forward to that. Thank you. Helmet Lecter said, I'm now trying to be at every stream you have. Oh, nice one, Helmet Lecter. Yeah, well, I'll see you on here then. Matt said, agreed, mate. Calvin said, what's your opinion on DIY weapons? Well, see that? That was DIY. See that? That was DIY. See all of those knives there and that sword there. They was all DIY. Yeah, you want to see DIY? You want to see DIY? There you go. There's a DIY Bowie for you. Yeah, I think it's just good making your own weapons, if that's what you mean. Stark said, what are you getting off Saturday? I don't know. A couple of DVDs and some T-shirts by the sounds of it. About it. There's my old K-bar copy that I made from a Blade Blank. Yeah, I don't know, Stark. I don't know. I might buy myself. Might have a look, see if there's something I like the look of, get myself it. But don't know. People either get me surprises. I do prefer to say to people what I want though, because then you do end up getting something you want rather than. Problem is, if you don't tell people what you want, you get bought stuff that you either have literally no interest in, or the things you do want you don't get. So I've always found it's easier to actually tell people. You know what I mean? Zed said I can't be asked if Christmas decorations, to be honest. Do you know what? In some circumstances, I wouldn't, Zed. I don't know. I always find if I don't put Christmas decorations up, it just feels like another day to me. And I know it is just another day, but I don't know. I do like getting in the old Christmas mood, I must admit. Yeah, so I do like to put them up just to, especially. I spend a lot of time indoors, so it's nice to have a month where the house looks slightly different. UK Prepper. He said, Christmas soon. Hope Father Christmas can get down the chimney for the razor wire. Fuck's sake. He said, it's Iron Man Spartan 2. This is my new channel. Oh, nice one. All right. There are. UK Prepper is Iron Man. I'll have to try and remember that, mate. If I forget, let me know. I thought by the time, when I was reading it out, I thought I recognised this sort of way of, how it's written. M. Trade said, got 20-inch Bowie knife. Kill Bill Katana and a crossbow. Nice one. 20-inch Bowie, that's big. Altogether. What size blade's that got? Like a, what would a 20-inch, 14-inch blade? That's about as big as this then. This has got, I'll tell you how big this is actually. This is, that is 19.5 inches. Pretty sure that's my biggest Bowie as well. I think. I may have one slightly bigger. Can't remember. Flazy said Lynx Africa. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Lynx Africa is the bane of every man's Christmas day. I have said to people they're not allowed to buy me Lynx socks or fucking pants. Do not fucking buy me that shit. I don't want it. Orion said, got your eye on anything in the Sound? Not really, no. No, I haven't. That's no. I'll tell you what I might ask for though. I do want another. I want a little portable DAB radio. I might ask for that for Christmas. But yeah. No, I haven't. No, I've not seen anything I've interested in at the minute. I'll have to start having a look soon. Freddie, you right, mate? You watching the footballs, you? Commander said, hey Mike, what do you think about cable knives? I've never actually had a real cable. Hello, by the way. I quite like them. They're a bit too pricey for me. That's why I made my own sort of copy of one. But yeah, I do like them enough that I would have a cheaper copy of it. I just can't afford a real cable. Stag said, does my head when it happens. What's that? The old fucking Lynx shit. Yeah. Lynx, pants and socks. No, thank you. I'll buy me own fucking pants if I want them. Oh, itchy nose. Miss M. Trade said, together, I can't remember, 15-inch blade, can't remember. No, I'll get you, though, I'll get you. UK Exposed, right, mate? He said, have you got any bayonets made for the pistol crossbows? Next week. They should be ready by they should be ready by Friday or Saturday next week. I'm going to make it all this week, basically. I'll do the rest of the bolts. I'll do all of the bayonets, apart from maybe Lord Flashlights, because I haven't got the stuff for another one at the minute, but I'll get his stuff in. And then by the end of the week, there should be a video of all of the crossbow accessories for sale. Irishman said, Tesco's are giving away free turkeys this Christmas, as long as you can run faster than security guards. Fuck's sake. Nice one. UK Prepper Wolf 82 said, I bought some knee-high woolen sock packs for £3. Or free for 15 quid, warm as. I bet they are. Stugs, yeah, that's exactly what I wasn't looking for. Exactly. That's why I say don't do it. Do not buy me socks, pants, or fucking Lynx. I've got a fucking box full of Lynx. Do you want me to show you my Lynx collection? Well, it has happened occasionally. Let's see what I've got in here. Actually, I don't know if I've got too much Lynx. One there, completely full. One there. Probably had 2 sprays out of it. And there's the my younger brother's got a good excuse though. He always says Lynx Africa gives him a migraine. So he's lucky he don't get bought that anymore. No, I never go out. I went to wear fucking aftershave and deodorant. The one I use the most out of anything is a bit of Brute. Although you can see that don't get used very often. Still virtually full. That's nearly empty there. I don't mind a bit of brute. Probably makes me smell like a fucking, well, not an old man, but you know, because brute's quite not old fashioned, but you could perhaps have roll on links is the best. Video base, right, mate? Good to see you on. I don't really ever use roll on stuff, so I don't know. Oh man. Oh, what was that about? Hang on, can't see that. Helmet Collector was asked, "Oh, do I own a Barnet crossbow?" Yeah, I own a Barnet Commando 2 compound crossbow. Lewis says, "Puts hairs on your chest." What the old brute? Francis said, "Thought you'd be an Old Spice kind of guy." I don't mind a bit of Old Spice. No one ever buys it though. No one ever buys me it. Yeah, Old Spice is actually alright. Tactical said, "Add you down as a high karate man, Mike." I just get what they buy me, and so I think I've said occasionally, "Oh, I like a bit of brute." So that became my thing then. A bit of Old Spice or brute, bit of Brill cream on your hair. Set mine in long enough. Fucking Brill cream. Friends, if I use Lynx, but Lynx Africa, it's oh shit, I don't know how it's still a thing. As I say, my brother luckily never gets bought it because it gives him a migraine. Video about a deodorant stick is the way of the future, like a soap bar kind of thing. Yeah, I've seen them and that. I know what they are, but I never use them. Dad said, "God, I've still got an unopened bottle of Brute left over from the 70s. Factory, vintage." Nice one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a little bit of think for Christmas because it's fucking soon, isn't it? I'm gonna have to get some presents in myself for my family. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't really had a think yet. Trader, newest item. Apart from the stuff I've made, I've not had anything for a while. I don't think. I only ever really get new stuff if someone gets me as a gift or birthday and Christmas. My birthday was April, so that was ages ago. You know, it may have been the newest thing would probably be maybe that, which are both cold steel knives, and maybe the Spyderco that Londinium give me. And that would have been birthday. Them would have been birthday, wouldn't they? Yeah. Have I had anything else? You lot probably remember better than me. Because you know me, I don't buy a lot of knives. I'd just rather make them. Really, basically, what do you want for Christmas? That's it. I don't know. I ain't thought. That's what we was on about that. I'll have to have a think, I think. I've asked my mum to get me some DVDs. That was all so far. Some T-shirts. I'd rather smell of BO. No, I'd rather smell of Lynx than BO. There you go. Just, yeah. Helmet said, "Any protests where you live?" No. Francis said, "Deodorant is overrated. Not like the sweet smell of BO." Architect Home Savage, right, mate? He said, "What's up, guys? Just came back from a gun show. Traded an AR-15 I got for 450 3 years ago for a Ruger 1020, 4 mags, and 1,100 rounds." Nice one. Yeah, you did do good there. And some more. I don't know how to say that name. Nuridin Beck. You right, mate? Hello. Dad said, "Back in the day when I bothered about aftershave, the only stuff I wore was Aramis. Don't even make that stuff now. I'll be honest with you, Zed. I only ever wear aftershave if I go out, and that's not very often now. And I do put some on if I have a shave because it does actually soothe your face, don't it? Yeah, I've never been one to use it enough to have a thing I buy. If you know what I mean. I don't think I've ever even bought Pretty sure I've never even bought aftershave myself. Okay, Prepper said, "Mike, I got rid of my crossbow. I have a Mongolian bow and a compound bow. Crossbows are too bulky for shit, man." Yeah, do you know what they probably are? I keep mine anyway, but I know what you mean. For yeah, it depends where you are. Urban, they are quite cumbersome and bulky, aren't they? Jennifer, you're right. Good to see you on. Helmut Collect said, no, why would you trade an AR-15? Me basically, I'm still growing my chin fluff. You've got an all right beard going. I thought, Peach, how old are you? I'll be honest, I don't think I could grow a proper beard until I was in my mid-20s. Some people can grow them fine when they're fucking, some people grow a beard when they're 16. Clorox said, do you think that UK self-defense laws are inhumane when you consider people who are physically vulnerable and in need of protection on the street? That might be a bit too much to try and answer, mate. Self-defense laws are quite a weird one. Obviously, you can't let people going around just doing whatever they want. But at the same time, people should be able to protect themselves, shouldn't they? I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't think any country has ever had it right to the degree where everyone would be happy. But anyways, I'm 25, so it's happening now. There you go. Yeah, by the end of the year, I want to see a full beard. Alex said, how old are you? I'm 40. 40 this year. Fladgy said, in the UK, 100 2 long rifle rounds would be 800 quid. So yeah, you scored. Lord Flashheart said, so true. I could only grow a great beard when I went bald. Felt like one of the magnetic fluff puzzles. Strange, isn't it? Yeah. So once that's all gone, suddenly that comes. Nightmare. Compensating. Oh yeah, here in the US, yeah, you could buy 500 2 for $15. Beer said 14. Fuck me. I've been harder than you, mate. 14, 40. Fucking 14. I'm 14 years old. I'm not even allowed to watch my own videos. I wondered what you was on about first, Pete. Clorox said, well, not everything, no. Pepper spray. Yeah, I'll get you there. Yeah, pepper spray. Yeah, something non-lethal. I get you there. I can understand that. Yeah, why can't certain people apply for maybe some kind of license to be able to carry pepper spray? Yeah, I can see that one. Yeah. Jennifer, 2 long rifle rounds are 9p each in my local shop. Nice one. If you buy 1,000. Video said, joke. Don't always work on things. No, that's the problem. They don't. Especially if yeah. I don't need to go more. Yeah, they don't always work. Because what confused me is I knew you know I wasn't 14, so I thought I had to look up the chat thinking 14. What's he on about? Steve, right, Steve. He said, hey, Mike, I have a creepy audio clip from the last ghost hunt I did. I'll email it to you. Nice one. All right. If people want to do another Halloween, not another Halloween, if anyone wants to do another scary stories video, if you've got more stories you're prepared to share, let me know. I'm up for doing another one. Iron Man said, Iron Man's on now. You right, mate? He's Iron Man. Sign in on your other. Are you going to do videos on that UK Prepper Wolf channel? If you do, make sure to comment on one of my videos on that channel so I know. Now I ain't drinking this weekend. I might not drink for at least a month. I'm drinking way too much at the minute. I only drink once a week, but it's still it's it mentally does my head in for at least fucking 5 days when I drink, a whole bottle of vodka. So now I'm gonna have a bit off for a while. Hopefully I won't, because I'll get into the stage where a whole bottle of vodka now is not enough either. So hopefully if I leave it a bit, my tolerance will go down. Francie said UK ammo is expensive. Last time I bought some, that was a lot of money. Yeah. That said, Iron Man, your twin's just been on. Anybody said the first step would be 100% decriminalisation of the farm marking gel. Why you can get farb gel in it, yeah. Why you can get done for that if it's legal. So, yeah, that's bizarre, isn't it? That's it, Peach. I knew what you meant. Freddie said, could I use vodka instead of rubbing alcohol? I know it'd be weaker to clean the A button on a controller. Might do. I'll just be very careful, Freddie, because there's more water in it. It won't evaporate. Like, you know what I mean? The water won't fully evaporate as much. Stronger alcohols, it'll evaporate. You can use shit like that, though. Just make sure it ain't like an aloe vera one, but hand sanitizer would do it if it's high alcohol. I've done it with that. AR, Tactical just said hand sanitizer would work. Clark said, I'd be scared for my daughter and niece living here. Some folks call me paranoid, even though I live in London. Birmingham. Don't know why I said London, that just came out. Yeah, no, I can understand you, mate. I don't know, it's a shame, innit? But yeah, there's not a lot we can do here. Go and look on my videos about self-defense items. That might give you some ideas. Video based, I'd be paranoid living in Birmingham too. Clark said, if it doesn't help you physically, fend them off, it's useless. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, but I suppose the farb gel, you're not supposed to do this, but if it went in someone's eyes, they ain't going to see, are they? That's the only thing I can say is you're not allowed to carry anything as a weapon. So you have to start thinking outside the box. Flashy said a bottle of lemon juice or Dettol would be self-defense. Spray it in the eyes, and if you get stopped, set it for your shopping trolleys or door handles. Yeah, that's right at this moment, you've got a bit of a chance with that. You do have to be careful with the spray stuff. I've read it out now, but yeah, nice one, Pete. You're slightly too slow there. Yeah, and the problem is once you've said it, it's a weapon. You know what I mean? We don't need to go into that too much, but yeah. Hello, Fun with Guns said, can you not have pepper? No, you can't have pepper spray over here. That you'd go to prison if you had that. Yeah. Although people don't, you don't always go to prison, but you can. That's classed as a firearm in this country. Clark said, I already carry a spray nozzle full of hand sanitizer. Plausible deniability, that one. Well, that's exactly what I meant by thinking outside the box. There's shitloads of things you can do, though. They just have to not be a weapon. But if someone's trying to kill you, you can help you can defend yourself with it. That's pretty much all you can do, really. Hook said, do you need a license to carry lemon juice? No, but the thing is, if you've got lemon juice in a spray thing and a policeman stops you, and they think that you've got it to spray in someone's eyes, they could nick you and do you for it as an offensive weapon. So, I know you're probably joking there, but if a policeman suspects you've got anything as a weapon, even if it's lemon juice, you could get done for it. Yeah. Iron Man said, in the UK, you cannot even wipe your bottom without a license. That said, knee politics, knee illegal stuff, knee slagging off. Exactly. Come and have a chat and a laugh. Yeah, we might change the subject in a minute. It gets a bit too dark for me after a while. Right, no more. We won't do any more of the self-defense shit now because it is actually turning into let's tell everyone how to make illegal shit and carry it. So anyone keep doing it will get it won't get timed out enough, and I'll just delete it. Yeah. The problem is it's getting dodgy already. Hello, Brooke. How are you? Oh, if you carry lemon juice, you should also carry pancake. Well, yeah, in that case, you might be right. If you had like a little lunchbox with your pancakes, your sugar, your lemon, then maybe. Irishman said, Mike, have you made a shower curtain type yet? No, I've got the shower curtains ready to go though. I don't mind having discussions about certain things, but we have to be careful what you're saying. It starts to get dodgy, very quickly. Cheers, Liam. Brooke said, how many guns have you got? Don't know. Count them if you want. You count them, tell me. You count them, let me know. You know what, Brooke? I don't actually know, in all honesty. No, the problem is the chat, it gets a bit dodgy, and I can't be dealing with it personally. If anyone else wants to do their own videos talking about things like that, it's just it gets very fucking dodgy, put it that way. And I know we definitely have people monitoring these videos. Fun of guns, I saw a guy with hot sauce in a holster on his hip. Dude must really like hot sauce. Richard said, forgot to say those lessons are 30 quid an hour, which isn't too bad, especially for an opera vocal coach. Yeah, that sounds good. I bought a Clorox now. I don't mind doing a dedicated video on it. The problem is the live chats. The other thing with the live chats, this is my relaxing time. I don't, because it's just never ending, like the self-defense stuff. And this is, I like this to be like an escape from the sort of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'll do dedicated videos on it any day where we can talk about it on there. But the other problem with live chat messages as well. People tend to say some very stupid things that the way I put it, not you specifically, but other people's doing it. If you wouldn't say it in front of a policeman or in the public, don't say it on here, because that's the kind of people who are watching these videos. Yeah, that's the only thing I'd say. But that's what happens after a while. People start getting a bit too, and then in the end, it probably me who ends up getting shut down on YouTube as well. Andrew said, have you been visited by the police due to your online content? Never by my online content, all my weapons, but my house has been raided at least 6 times in like 20 years. But never to do with weapons, never to do with online content. Well, I intend to keep it that way as well. Yeah, it can go very dodgy very quickly on a live stream when people just get to say what they want. Which, in certain circumstances, I don't mind so much. But yeah, do have to be careful. And I'm, in most of the time, I'm trying to protect you as well. Brooks asked Cole, I have, it was scary. What's that? Oh, hang on though. Hang on. Oh, those knives. I've got knives. Yeah. Iron Man said, Mike, do you prefer blankets or sleeping bags? Oh, hello, Axe, by the way. You're right, mate. Bags or, do you know what, Iron Man? I don't know. Blankets you can make smaller. That's the only thing. Blankets you can make smaller. Sleeping bags are fucking massive, aren't they, when you roll them up? That's the pain in the arse of them, but they're probably better. So I understand people find it dodgy if someone's going on about carrying drain killer and shit. You're not supposed to permanently mutilate like that. Exactly. Jennifer said, what's everyone's plans for Christmas? loads of booze, loads of food, family round if we're allowed. um, Christmas Day, we do the normal Christmas thing, you know, Christmas dinner, presents, all that shit, and then in like afternoon to the early morning, we'll have like Mount slot round here, do like a buffet kind of thing. I'm gonna have to cook the Christmas dinner this year though, properly. I've cooked it before, but normally it's me and my mum doing it, but mum can hardly even walk at the minute, so yeah. Are you talking about the police, was you, Brooke? You off, Matt? See you later, mate. Liam said blankets if indoors, sleeping bags if outdoors. One flash art said responsible tongues helps to know some regs before asking potentially sketchy questions. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have to be careful, and I try to make sure you lot are safe as well with what's being said. So in the long run, the live streams aren't really the place for it. They're not the ideal place to talk about these things, sadly. Um, yeah. But I don't mind doing dedicated videos of it. Or if someone messaged me on a video, I can talk differently on there. No, I ain't got a tree ready yet. Well, our trees are in the loft. And you said you got your tree ready. Our trees are in the loft. Just a yeah, artificial one. Oriented, how's your mum now, Mike? Hope she's good. She's back. She ain't fully recovered, as in, like she hadn't been out of walk very far for a long time, but she could at least get out the house, get to her car. She can't do that at the minute without even like a Zimmer frame. But she's trying, and I reckon she will get better, like fully better. Yeah, thank you, Annie, for asking. So it's Christmas Day. I should stuff my face like a good one and watch videos and whatever grabs on TV. Yeah, whatever films they're putting on. Liam said, we'll get ours down before lockdown ends, 2nd of December. Nice one. Alex said, for Christmas this year, I'm all really wanting is money and some blades. There you go. And then what are you going to do with the money? Spend on more blades. Clark said, I once got stopped for having a punk style spiked bracelet. I was like, sorry, is my bracelet 2.4? Yeah, that's pathetic, and that shouldn't happen. That should not happen. That should not be stopped for things like that. Dare Love Survival. Simon, you're right, mate. Good to see you on. Orion said, glad to see she's on, man. Thank you, mate. Yeah, she's definitely better. It's just, yeah, she's not fully recovered yet where she can walk around again. But as I say, she could only walk about probably 50 meters at a time anyway, because she needs like knee replacement. She's got like really bad knees, bad hips, shit like that. She needs both her knees replaced, really. So, yeah. And I think that week of having to lay down made it worse. But she is getting better with a Zimmer frame because she's not that old. She's only, early 60s. So, it's not like she's 80. So she should be all right. And they are going to do her knees eventually. But yeah, she is a lot better. It's good considering what we thought was going to happen. That would get her a roller tour, Mike. 30 quid. My mum's like a rocket on hers. All right, I'll look into that. Let me just see if that's. Oh no, it's like a fucking Zimmer frame, but with wheels and brakes, I suppose. Yeah, nice one. All right. And that's WeaponCollector and Mum Q&A. Don't know about that. Dad said early 60s. No, it's not. That's what I mean. It's not old at all. No, genuinely though, early 60s isn't old, especially in this day and age. Simon said to Liam, he can't believe you had a visit from the Sweeney. I got it. I looked it up in the end. Roller tour. Yeah, I got it. Heavy duty aluminium roller tour. Yeah. Got one there for 65 quid. Steve said, just sent you a couple of emails. Nice one, Steve. I'll have a look in a second. Or after this. Oh, but nice one. The stories, yeah. Does anyone want to do some more scary stories? Anyone else want to do one of those? I'll do another one if you want, like the other one. Anybody should make a donation link for your mum. We all get her something to help. I might have to do if it comes to it. I'll do that. Peach, thank you, mate. Appreciate that's a good idea. Or like a get well gift, I suppose you could. Yeah. All right, I'll have it. I'll sort that out. Alex said, "Get your mum one of those electric scooters." Yeah. I often say to her things like that, but she don't want it because she always says like she's determined to keep trying to walk because she don't want to because she says that'll be the end of it. You know what I mean? But yeah. Andrew said people will find that people in the UK have limited protection from reasonable searches. It's not like the US. For viewers outside the UK, you will find they make up justifications. Clark said, "What's your favourite pen you own or carry?" That's a Laix B009 stainless steel pen, and it's got a proper tungsten steel tip on it as well. Orion said, "I've got some interesting stories to add." Nice. Liam said, "I bored the cop away by offering to let him go through everything." So I said, "Yeah, do another scary story thing." Last one was great. Tell you what, I enjoyed doing it. Simon said, "I have those pens. They're fucking proper decent, aren't they, Simon? Really, really decent pens, actually. Yeah, yeah, I think they're great, aren't they, Simon? Yes, exactly. Yeah, proper decent weight in these. Once you've had a stainless steel one compared to an aluminium one, you'll always go stainless steel. Yeah, hell of a difference, isn't it, Simon? Yeah. Yeah, that's my favourite pen. Anybody said, "Did you see the cool lighter I got, Mike? Very nice and cheap on a zipper." I did see that. Yes. Yeah, very nice. I didn't get a chance to comment. But yeah, I did. I think I was laid in bed falling asleep when I saw it, though. But yeah. Clark said, "You from Birmingham?" I'm not. No, I'm from Buckinghamshire. Not that far from you, though, really. Simon said, yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, screw lid. Screw lid. Because some of the mistakes some of these pens do is they're essentially that. So it means you can't really put your hand, you can't put your thumb in either end if you had to hold it that way. But yeah, screw lid, flat top. If you did have to emergency break a glass window, you can hold it comfortably. I've got loads of tactical pens, but these Laix stainless steel ones, or whatever the other stainless steel ones I had, are the best ones, definitely. Thank you, dear love. Clark said, "Bamboo shaped star. Looks like a thinner Coubertin." I've seen them. I have seen them. I said I've got quite a few, but this is definitely the best one. Oh shit! I found my other one. There's the other one. This one ain't bad either, but it's nowhere near as long as that one. But I suppose if you want actually, it's not that much shorter, is it? What's this one? Who's this one by? I can't remember. But this one again is a but that one's not bad either. But there's like the aluminium ones, but they weigh nothing when you compare them to the stainless. This one doesn't actually have a pen. It's got a bloody whistle. It's got a torch on the top, glass breaker, and a little compartment in here. It's got a fucking whistle in it. I suppose you probably could get something small in there. Simon said, "I turned the bit where you hold it when writing on the lathe, so it's a bit thinner, more comfy." Oh, good idea. That's a very clever idea, that, Simon. Yeah. Yeah, don't blame me, because that is a little bit thick, isn't it? I wonder, actually, I never thought about this. I wonder if I could swap them over, because if you look at that one, that's got quite a nice... I wonder if that would fit on that one. I've never actually even thought about it. Yeah, I would highly rate stainless steel tactical inside. Dropped it on my fucking mouse then. That was in mine. Has a small multi-tool on the end. pen, obviously, and a torch on the top. Jerry Love said, Mike, can you do a robot dance? No, I can't do any dancing. Really Bay said, in 1988, he won a dance off, believe it or not. Well, yes, I could then, and then I broke both my legs, and I've never been able to dance since. Clark said, or emergency breaker, knife wielding mogul's face. Well, yes, potentially. Who wanted to post a link? I was going to say, if you let me know. Oh, yeah, sorry, Alex, you can't send a link. Unless you want to, I don't mind you sending, like, commenting the link on my latest community post, letting me know, and then I can post it. Jerry Love said, I have a Kubaton, great self-defense, not sure if they're legal. They're actually not, you know. They're not allowed. Kubatons, I've known multiple people to get done with them. Oh, no, sorry, Clark's is right, actually. No, a normal Kubaton is legal, but police will still stop you with them. Yeah, that's the thing. I get mixed up with that. Yeah, the hollow or the ones with the spikes, illegal, potentially to even own nowadays. The normal ones, which are legal, I've known multiple people to still get stopped with a legal Kubaton, because the problem is, even if it's legal, if the police class it as a weapon, they can say it's an offensive weapon. And the problem with a Kubaton only has one use. This is the other bit of advice I'd give you. If you're going to carry anything, it has to have a legitimate use. The problem with a Kubaton, its sole use as a weapon. You know what I mean? Yeah, now say you're going equipped as well, Simon. That's it. It's got to have some kind of legitimate use if you're going to have a chance of it. Darren, also have hang on here. Where am I? Simon said Darren have survival. The offensive weapons lists specifies hollow Kubatons is illegal. I think they're concealed spikes or something. Tactics I know you'd seen before, Mike. Opportunity knocks, 1986. That was me. That was me. Broke both my legs, never danced since. But yeah, that's the only thing I would say. If you want to carry anything, it has to have a legitimate use. Otherwise, they're just going to say, why have you got this? And if you can't say why, and it's sort of known to be potentially a weapon, they'll just say, well, that's a weapon. You're carrying an offensive weapon, you know, you're going equipped. It has to have a legitimate use. Mag lights, Jennifer, excellent. I often carry a mag light. You know, you can only really carry one at night, but yeah. Mag light, excellent. Yeah, I've got modded mag lights. Flashlights, historical recreation. Get all the fun tools. Liam said, speaking of, did you see the Pope's Twitter? Like some bikini mods? No, I did not see that, fuck's sake. And he said, for those talking about illegal knives, what stopped people who are really wanting them from manufacturing their own in a shed? Well, exactly. Well, there ain't nothing, is there? They don't want to break the law. Liam said, personally, I think that's good PR for the Catholic Church recently. It probably is. Maybe that's why they did it. Sydney, evening Sydney, right, mate? Simon said, even then, it's still risky. I would only carry something that you can happily throw away. If you see a cop car. Yeah, that is a good point as well, Simon. Yeah. But yeah, the problem is there's too many things that are sort of known as being carried as things. So you have to be very, 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 very careful. Well, it all depends. If you don't give a shit and you want to risk prison, you know, I'm not encouraging people to carry it, but then that's down to you. But I'm just assuming most people don't want to get criminal records, don't want to go to prison. Yeah. If you don't care about things like that, then it's down to you. This ain't to you, Simon. This is anyone else. You know what I mean? But, yeah. Richard, might as well take an umbrella or walking stick for rainy days when out walking. Carry them for nothing else. That's a good point. See, things like that, walking sticks, you know, a walking stick is, no one can say anything about a walking stick. That's what I watched a video on Crime Bodge. Cops broke a bloke's leg just because of the benefit of overpayment. They claimed he was going for a mag light. Fuck's sake. I had to ban him on here. tactical, that bloke, because he refused to accept that the stuff that was on the 19 offensive weapons list is illegal now. And he had a massive argument with me in comments saying that I was wrong and that he'd been to the police station and asked the police whether wall hanger samurai swords are illegal now. And the police told him that they're still legal. Well, he's wrong and the police are wrong. And I even said to him, surely you, of all people, wouldn't believe everything the police tell you. It wouldn't have it. So yeah, I got sick of it in the end. I blocked him. He just wouldn't accept that he was wrong. Closest, tungsten or steel body pens with sharp tips are pretty much Kubotons anyway. Well, they are, but it has got a pen though. Yeah, carry a pocket notepad in your pocket. Exactly, close. Yeah, the good it is pretty much a Kuboton, but the lucky thing is it's got a pen, so it has the slight little bit. Lewis said, "You still got your security umbrella?" I have, mate. It's over in that corner. You can just see the handle just there. Look, see it? Yeah, video based said cold steel sticks are solid as fuck. Sydney said, I reckon the police would nick you one of those torches. That look like 100% they would, yeah. In fact, I wouldn't even get one. Don't even buy. If you're walking around something that looks like a bat, you'll get fucking stopped anyway. So it's pointless. Never buy a torch that looks like a weapon. You know what I mean? Fuck that. Yeah, it's legal because it's a torch, but it looks like you're walking around. It looks like you're walking around with a bat. Someone says straight bladed and forged are supposed to be legal, but mine were confiscated. That's it. Yeah, that's why I've still got that old one. That's just that. It's a weird when you look into the details of it. It's bizarre, isn't it, Simon? What's legal and what ain't. That one's been deliberately cut down to make it legal. But yeah, the straight bladed and forged. Yeah, but they still took. That's weird, isn't it? They did that to Malk as well. They took a lot of his stuff that was legal, and he would have had to have gone to court and spent a lot of money to get it back. I reckon he might have got it back, but it would have cost him a lot of money to get it back. Andrew said, well, I've got the piece of paper just there, what it says. It says curved swords that are not handmade that are over 50 centimeters are illegal, essentially, unless they're handmade to traditional methods before 1954, right? But because that's so specific, it means if it's straight, it can still be a wall hanger, it's legal. And if it's curved and under 50 centimeters, and that's still legal. Don't have to be handmade. The wall hanger ones are still okay if they're less than 50 centimeters or straight. Yeah. Sydney said the thing about torches is when you're out in the dark, it lets people know where you are. Yeah, we've had that conversation before. Some people don't like giving away their position. I like a torch personally. I'd rather be able to see people. And you know, Simon said, "How can you prove to a layman copper it's hand forged too?" Exactly. That's the one thing. How the fuck do you? Very bizarre. Right, just got to do something quickly. I'm still here. Just need to look at something on the online. Right, that's fucking pointless. Right, back. Tired of looking up something. Sydney said, "Why else would they come up to you unless they wanted to chat or to assault you?" Well, I suppose you'd be walking down a road. You know what I mean? But Yeah. Or is that something else? But I don't know. Being nearly deaf in one ear, I have to rely on my sight a lot more. I like to be able to see people a long way away. The issue is, if you see, it's personal preference. When I was younger, I would never carry a torch, just for the exact reasons you said. Nowadays, I'd rather be able to see if someone was hiding in a bush or something, or going down a dark alleyway. I'd rather be able to see down that alleyway and know that someone, pitch black alley where you can't see nothing, and it's as wide as this, and it goes around a corner. I'd rather have a torch to see down that alley and also let them know that I'll be able to see them. And, they may know I'm coming, but, no, I like having a torch. I think the advantages for me personally outweigh not having a torch. Well, like I say, it's personal preference, isn't it? Well, exactly. Yeah, that's the other thing, Simon. Yeah, dazzling effect, 100%. There's lots of things you can do with a torch. But yeah, if I have to have a larger torch, I carry that one. That's a mag light with a lanyard and a Cree LED in it. I slightly modded myself. But yeah, the problem with a torch that looks like a baton, yeah, it may be legal and it may just be a torch, but you're more likely to get stopped because and you may not get in trouble for it. But what's the point of carrying something that looks like a weapon? Every time the police see you, they'll stop you. You're just making a fucking rod for your own back in that, in my opinion. But the problem is, just because something's legal doesn't mean you have to do it or you should do it. Yeah. Richard said, Mike, any non-self-defense carry topics? Yes, please, Rich. I think we've done enough on this one. I'll be honest with you, I do prefer the self-defense stuff on dedicated videos. You'd have to spend the whole stream trying to make sure people aren't saying too much. And me, because the problem is, and I say, in a different circumstances, I can talk a bit more freely. You cannot do that on a live stream, and you don't want to either. Eternity in Valhalla, right, mate? He said, love a torture me, dazzle and strike. There's a book out there called Flashlight Fighting. Nice, that's interesting. Yeah, that sounds quite good. Yeah, nice one. Anderson, it's also explaining to the court why you have a baton-shaped torch that's not ready available at any shop. Exactly. But yeah, the thing where I see it, just because something's legal doesn't mean you should do it, and it also doesn't mean it's a good idea. As we say, you need to explain these things. But there's the other side to it. I've been walking down the road at 2:00 in the morning, had the police drive past me in the last couple of years, and all the policeman's done is just went, and I noticed him wave, so I went, and then he just carried on driving. Had I not waved, there may have been a slightly different, yeah, the policeman was driving along, looked in his back mirror, went like that, because I was walking around at 2:00 in the morning. I waved back at him and he just went. That's it. A lot of stuff nowadays depends on where you live, how you dress, potentially the colour of your skin, what you look like, what your criminal record is. I mean, that makes a hell of a difference to what you do. Most people nowadays should be able to walk around and never get stopped by the police. I haven't been stopped by the police for 20 years. But when I was younger, I used to get stopped every single time I went out the house. So I know what that's like. My man said I carried the tattoo 4D cell in my backpack when I'm riding my bike. If anyone tries sticking me up, I can reach in the bag. Because sometimes people will stab you for nothing. Well, I would say no, Clarks. I would say a mag light doesn't look like a baton. I would say a mag light looks exactly like a mag light. And every policeman, probably in the world, would see that and they would say to themselves, that's a mag light. And I think most people would say that looks like a mag light. I think. Not everyone. I may be wrong, and you can say I'm wrong if you want. You know what I mean? And tell me I'm wrong. But I've always assumed, to me, that looks like a torch. Let me show you a more normal mag light. If I saw that, I'd say, if I saw someone walking down the road like that, to me, I'd say, oh, he's got a mag light in his hand. But I ain't got nothing in here. But, if I was carrying something that was sort of shaped like that, I would, and it was black, I'd say, that looks like he's got a baton on him. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. JVO said you're wrong. You're right, Jim. Good to see you, mate. Well, he told me. Madara, hello. Helmet collector, my name's Isaac. Oh, nice. Yeah, follow me if you want. Tax with no idea, Sydney. What was that about? I don't know. Good to see you on, Jim, by the way. Me, I don't know. But yeah. So I suppose, though, yeah, a black mag light can look like a baton. But I think a mag light personally looks more like a mag light. Whereas a torch that's the exact same shit, because you can actually get ones that are exactly the same as our they look like a baton, basically, baton shaped. You actually get ones that are shaped like a truncheon, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's where you have to be careful, Clarks. Eternity and Van Halen said mag lights are the most recognisable torches, especially to the OB mini mag. Well, that's what I was getting at. Yeah, you're off, Liam. Good night, mate. I've never been to Russia. Jennifer said, anyone watched any good films recently? Yes, let's have a little bit of a film chat. Because, as I say, I don't know, the fucking self-defense stuff, it gets. You have to be very careful what you're saying on here. I promise you, there's people watching this. Paying attention to what you say. But not that anyone's doing anything illegal anyway. But I do. It ends up me. I end up having to moderate everything everyone's saying. Steve said it would depend on what time of the day and what neighbourhood it was carried in, as whether I would call it a mag light or a baton. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it, Steve? Jennifer, I don't know. What have I watched recently? Let me tell you. Watched a couple of time travel films. Who's ever seen The Final Girls? Do you like that? I think what I watched recently. Circle, that's quite good. Doom Annihilation. Load of horrors. Yeah, The Warriors is good. Simon said he learned to read, speak, and write Russian in prison. That's the best time to do something like that. Dad said I rewatched the 2 new Godzilla movies today. Oh, nice one. I like the old Godzillas. I've not seen any of the new ones, but the new ones look really good. Jared, I said, good evening, Mr. Plant. Yeah, I wonder if they'll answer you. Never know, might be some undercovers on here. Rich said, one thing strange is after we mentioned you could get machetes on eBay without ID, soon after eBay stopped listing real machetes. Yes, there you go. Stug said, what are the worst movies you watched? Do you know what, Stug? That's a hard one because you don't often remember the really shit ones. Alone in the Dark. That was so shit, I had to stop watching it. Valhalla said Rampage was the last one I saw. It was actually all right. I was watching a film called Nocturne last night, but I started falling asleep because I didn't start watching it till fucking 12:30. If anyone wants to do any self-defense talk, I'll do a dedicated I could do a dedicated video on it, but yeah. You're more likely to be able to talk a little bit more freely then. WeaponCollector said, how do you know how to refill a drilled out grenade and where to buy the parts? I don't know what you mean. What do you mean by that? And if you're saying what I think you mean, that's definitely getting deleted in a minute. Clark said the authorities who watch these streams are acting against their interests and their own people, if you ask me. Acting like they're here to prevent terrorism when people discussing self-defense. Yeah. Now I know what you mean there, Clark. Peter, you right, mate? Yeah, you ordered some of my stickers. Oh, nice one. You're off, Simon. See you later, mate. Good night. Good having you on for a bit. We'll have to do a self-defense stream one night where I let everyone talk about. No, I wouldn't be able to. I was going to say I'll sit in the dark in like a silhouette. It'll still be obviously it's me because I'm fucking hosting the video. Got to try and think what to do here. I'll give you a warning, Helmet Collector. You want to be very, very careful what you're saying there. You're basically asking me and the other people on here how you can make a grenade. You could probably get nicked for that, just saying that, in all honesty. If policemen saw you writing that and got your address, they could probably arrest you now. I wouldn't have said what you wrote, but you put it in twice, even after me saying it. Andrew said, I noticed a lot of preppers on here. Are people into camping, fishing as well? Yeah, I think they go hand in hand, don't they, Andrew, those two things? Yeah, Clarence, that's the issue with the self-defense talk. Sadly, what happens is it sometimes goes a little bit mental, and people, and the other thing is you get people who are not in this country who they can legally say how to make a fucking gun or something and start writing it in the chat. Terrible, you know what I mean? You got to be careful what you're writing. But yeah, Andrew, I have noticed a lot of preppers are into bushcraft fishing. Of course, fishing is a survival thing in its own. Camping is something you may have to do. Well, good to see you on, Peter, anyway. Yeah. Quite a few people end up missing these. YouTube don't help that they don't send the fucking things out. It's 40 people watching tonight, which is a lot more than normal as well. Stug said, I watched a movie called Visit. Hands down the worst thing I ever watched. Really? That's what the M. Night Shyamalan film. I didn't think that. I watched it in the cinema, not because I specifically wanted to go and watch it in the cinema, but it was when my American mate visited me. We'd go to the cinema every night because he wanted something to do in the evenings, and I couldn't be drinking every night, so we'd go to the cinema at like we'd end up going at 10 o'clock, watching the film till like half 11, 12, come home. Me, him, and a couple of other people. We watched The Visit. I think it was Visit. Yeah, that's it. I thought it was all right. Richard said, I think you can be detained for a month if you're suspected of terrorism. There you go. Dear Love said, I'm a proud prepper survivalist. Nice one. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Zed said, so when's the film club returning? Next week. I would have done it this week, but I got slightly behind on things. Zed. Next week is returning. I've even been looking up how to film something with me on it twice. I don't know if you don't remember what film it is, but there's a clue. JBO said, worst film I've ever watched was Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. Man, that was bad. I think I may have that one. That's the proper old one, isn't it? Peter said, I'm an armchair survivalist prepper. That said, been for a pee, washed my hands, security light goes on. So I check next door, standing on a chair, peeping over the fence. That's fucking weird, isn't it? What's that about? Andrew said, I used to wild camp with my dad and go fishing as well. We used to go down to Hampshire Country Park on the Hamble River. That sounds excellent. That sounds good, that does. Yeah, as I say, I think prepping, survivalists, all that kind of stuff goes hand in hand, bushcraft stuff. Joe said, I would compete in your challenge, but all I've got is a smaller pocket knife. Yeah, I don't think you'd cut through them bottles with that. Yeah, you know what, Clark? There's nothing wrong with doing that, mate. Yeah, because I think you are right doing that because you've saved people naively buying it and potentially get out of prison. Yeah, good on you. Yeah, you'll be surprised how many I see young women on. You can't blame them. People want to defend themselves, as you say. I've seen people going on about wanting to buy stun guns off of fucking online. And I've had to say to them, you buy that, you fucking get caught, you get fucking prison. Especially the way they are with the customs, you'll get caught before you even got it. Or oriented Mike, you seen any new videos? What, like films, you mean? No, we was on about that a second ago. You're off, Jim. Or are you still on? Oh no, I hope you're well, he was saying. Salty Tide said Helmet Collector is a military big collector and was asking for a reenactment. I haven't blocked him. He can come back in a minute. As I say, you've got to be careful what you're on about on here, though. I haven't blocked him. I don't think he was blocked. It was just timed out. That's I just pointed at CCTV and said, I can see you. Well, that's what I was trying to say, Salty. Helmet Collector may not even be from the UK, but this is a UK stream, and I'm reading out things about it, so I have to be careful. That's the other issue. That's what comes up. You get that's exactly pretty much the example I said. He can come back afterwards. He's only been timed out. Where am I? Andrew said, if anyone wants a good pocket knife on the cheap, buy an Opinel. Yeah, the Opinels, I would highly recommend Opinels as well. Opinels and Swiss Army penknives. Although Swiss Army penknives are a little bit expensive for what they are. Has anyone done any support tonight? I don't know. I ain't been getting the bloody notifications again. Oh, James McFadden did again. Thank you, James. James, you still on? Thank you, James, and thank you for the last time, if you're still on. I ain't been getting the bloody notifications for them. Oh, he said at work, having a coffee on break. I thought I'd send you a coffee. Well, thank you, mate. You probably wouldn't even see this then. Right, so I feel sorry for young girls and women. I don't want it to send to the level of them needing a male chaperone. Yeah. Exactly. It's fucked in this country, but there's not a lot we can do really. So, what country do you think has the least restrictions on weapons? Afghanistan. Afghanistan. That's every time someone says, "Yeah, what country has the least weapons?" Yeah, Afghanistan, I'd imagine. Yeah, Russia maybe. Yeah, but can you just walk down the road with an RPG? You know, in the middle of in Russia. I don't know. JBO said can't go wrong with an up and out, but I'd prefer a Swiss Army knife. Swiss, they're good, aren't they? Both good. Valhalla said it's woeful that we can't defend ourselves here. Even worse, the country goes down the shitter. Yeah, it's a strange one. You can defend yourself in this country, but it's 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 a very grey area. But you can, it's like that bloke. Some bloke actually killed 3 attackers recently with a knife he was carrying, but that knife was technically legal to carry because it was a ceremonial knife. But he killed 3 attackers and literally had no consequences. I reckon, though, had that knife been illegal, it might have been a slightly different story. It got away with it because it was a religious sort of knife. Bristol said, I sent a Coco. Not sure if it went through. When was that? Tonight or last time? Or just now? Oh, where am I? It's a nightmare to do this shit sometimes. Thank you, Bristol, anyway. Richard's another issue of YouTube recommended DIY gun videos. It may be legal in the States to watch. One of those videos in the UK, expect the armed police to, and if you do have to be careful. So you get recommended that shit, and if you accidentally clicked it and then the police did look through your fucking watch history, they'll use that against you, Salty said in Russia you can only buy 5 long rifles, right? I don't know. Well, there you go, Afghanistan. They are. You want many guns as you want an RPG, go to Afghanistan. Just I'm thinking about trying to get an old military survival knife, but they're so damn expensive. It's a shame, isn't it? Any other way you can get anything like it? Clark said, how many times have you heard about people being stopped and arrested for carrying UK legal EDC knives without them acting suspiciously with it, of course? I'm not sure. I don't know how often it goes on, but yeah, you know what though, Clark? I think most people should be able to get away with it. I'm not encouraging people to, but most people should be able to do it without ever. Because as Simon would say, he's sort of worth listening. Simon, he's just been in prison. He just come out recently. For sort of weapon related stuff. I think a lot of it was sort of trumped up charges, if you know what I mean. And he ended up having to plead guilty to it. But he was saying in there the experience of these, and stuff he found out, you have to be very, 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 very careful. And he would say, don't carry any knife, even if it's legal. But it only takes the police to say, I think you're carrying that as a weapon, and then it's a weapon, even if it's legal carry. Billy Bear said, I think we need a weapon collector religion. Yeah, make us some new rules. That would be good. That would be worth doing. Daxwell said, I still remember episode of Traffic Cops. They lifted the guy for multi-tool and it's pouch in the glove box. Yeah, I remember another one of them with the young Asian bloke who made the mistake of saying, they found a baseball bat in his boot. And he made the mistake of saying, they said, why you got this baseball bat in your boot? And he said, oh, for self-defense, thinking that would be acceptable. The policeman actually said to him, he said, I sort of wish you never said that. So I have to arrest you now. Because now you've said that's self-defense, that's a weapon. He seemed like he didn't really want to, but he had to because, mate, he foolishly said for self-defense. I had some Oppenels. I had the tiny little Oppenel that was about that big, and I had the big one, but not the biggest one. Not the biggest one, but the next one down with the sort of about a 6-inch blade, I think. JBO said, have you seen that thing where people are getting knives stopped at customs and they get a visit from the police who question them, and some of them, some of the time taken? I have seen that, Jim. Yes. Orion, I think, put me onto that. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty fucked, isn't it? That's going on. I would recommend people not buying any knives from abroad now. Get them from fucking Henny Haynes, where you'll still be able to get the American knives in that. But yeah. Clark said you might experience a harsher response by police for carrying a legal knife just because you look physically intimidated. That's another point. Yeah, that a very yes, exactly. Clark, yes, that's it. That's what I said. Depends. It's how you look. How you look, the color of your skin can all make a difference. Yeah, exactly. What? Yeah, yeah. I'll get you. You know, shaved dead, tattoos, and all that. Because it's harder to, you know, even it's legal. Joe said, any idea on a reasonable price for an M7 bayonet? No clue, mate. No clue. Sadly, someone else might know though. Alex said, I believe people should be able to carry Koshas as the police ain't going to show up right away when they're getting chased down by people with cheap zombie blades. WeaponCollector said, do you have any militias? No, nothing like militias in this country at all, mate. Not in the slightest. No, that would probably be classed as something terrible over here. In mine, a ton of militia members got arrested for plotting to capture the governors and overthrow the government. Exactly. Yeah, no, I bet if you tried to do anything like a militia over here, you'd be classed as terrorists. Pete says, common sense though. If you're out camping and the police find you, they should see sense. If you have not exactly, Pete. Yeah, it is. You're right. You need to think of the situations you're in. You know, you obviously can't carry a legal knife down the pub or up the shops. But if you're walking through the woods, walking with your dog, potentially that's a different story. Yeah. As I said, Simon Flint was on earlier. He would say don't carry any knife after what he experienced. Right, so have you ever seen those ridiculous police sweeps on Twitter looking like shutting down mobile barbecues? Well, where they have the ones that crack me up is when they have their hoard of weapons and there's a load of butter knives in there and, you know, shit like that, where they just collected up a load of shite, basically. Orient had seen so many people getting police visits the last couple of weeks from customs, still seeing them. It's crazy. Yeah, only buying from UK shops. I think I will. I don't buy them from abroad anyway. Oh, Simon. Well, if you want to know Simon, just search Simon Flint on so that's Simon Flint on Google. Let me just see what comes up. I don't think he'll mind me sharing this. He don't hide it. Right, first thing that comes up is this. This bloke was on the chat earlier. So take a look at this. This is Simon who was on earlier. I think this is it, yeah. There's more to it than that. If you look up, there's loads of stuff. As I say, a lot of it was sort of trumped up charges and making it sound a lot worse than it was. Is that what you meant though, Jim? Yeah. Yeah, click that link or search Simon Flint and have a look. You're off, Rich. Good night, mate. Oh, did I get a couple of donations then? Thank you. Orion, thank you again, mate. And yeah, thank you. I think that was Orion. The notifications ain't going through on here for some reason. It's quite weird. Yeah, thank you, Orion. Cheers, mate. And thank you anyone else who did, because I kept people donated last night and I didn't see them till the next day. Yeah, let me pick another thing. This is the next one. As I said, Simon wouldn't mind me sharing these. He's open about it. Click that link. What you see, that's Simon who was in the chat earlier. But see, I don't know Simon personally, but I've spoke to him on YouTube for years because he was tactical bushcraft. Yeah, so if you've heard of tactical bushcraft, that's who Simon is. Alex said, I love how the government think the UK is such a safe country where we have 13-year-olds walking around with their cheap Swiss Army knives, thinking they're edgy. Bristol said, a mate lost his gun licence when he was stopped for carrying a bushcraft knife. He worked in a forest. Well, that's what Simon was telling me. He was telling me that there was some people in prison who got sent to prison for carrying knives. Clarence said, how's it the buyer's fault if they bought a misleading description? Wouldn't that be a reasonable defence? Well, I'll tell you what I do think of that. I think the people who are selling the stuff should get done for it. My brother got a fucking firearms conviction. Well, yeah, no, I suppose it would have been. For having an overpower air rifle, right? Well, that fucking gun shop that sold him that gun should have known what power that was. Shouldn't have sold it him. They should have got done for selling firearms to people without licenses. Fucking courts didn't even talk to them. It's always made me fucking sick, that has. Don't know, maybe half past ready. Peter said spoons can be dangerous. You give someone a nasty bop on the nose, exactly. JBO said, bloody hell, they make him sound like a madman. Stab-proof vests are not illegal to own anyway. That's it, isn't it, Jim? I'll tell you what, he's a decent bloke. He had to go in there for, I think he got 3 years, did, obviously a year and a half. He's on license now, so he still has to be careful what he says. But he said it was pretty mental in prison as well. They put him in quite a rough prison. Yeah, and as you say, make him out like he's a madman and with fucking explosives and that. And yeah, I won't say too much on here because it's up to him to say. But he doesn't hide the fact that that's him. He's never hidden that. No, I said I had a lad on my wing who got 6 years for buying pepper spray and attacking the bloke that raped his daughter. Nicest guy you'd ever meet. That's it, and that's a lot of time, isn't it, Lewis, as well, for something like that, I think. Super Basic News said, is this the doll collecting channel? Yes, it is. You're in the right place. It's a place. Dear enough said, law says that we should know the law. Is crazy. I know. I think that should be took into consideration if you genuinely don't know you're breaking the law. Because some people don't know they're breaking the law. And that's not fair to get done for something that you genuinely didn't know. I suppose how could you prove you don't know? But they should be able to take your fucking word for it. We're supposed to be swearing on a thing that we tell the fucking truth. Freddie said, yeah, I know that makes me fucking fuming and scared you're getting air gun tested and just over £12, then you're nicked. It's madness, isn't it, Freddie? It shouldn't be down to us. If a gun shop should be testing that shit because they're selling firearms to people. If they're overpower. Andrew said, what I find strange is the police are much more heavily armed than they have been before, despite the strict weapon laws. These things do not reduce violence in society. Valhalla said, you have to be careful with SMK air rifles. They come in overpower. They're supposed to down tune them. I'd say they're about 7 or 8 foot-pounds overpower. Fucking hell, that's a lot. Yeah. Jerome said, do you need a license for a crossbow? No, you don't. Not in England, you don't anyway. I think you do in Scotland. Or is that? No, that's air rifles, isn't it? There's pretty much every new air rifle is over 12 foot-pound because of the diesel. Well, that's true, actually. That is true. Yeah. And that's something you just have to be careful with, don't you? I'll have to tell you about that in a different stream, but put it this way, I'll tell you vaguely. When I was younger, from the age of about 15 to 20, I was a teenage alcoholic, getting pissed up my face every day or doing something, to get me high every day. And I used to get arrested every time I used to go out the house, basically. And then I had police trying to assault me, spread rumours about me, fit me up for stuff I hadn't done. So my little fuck you to those particular ones was that. But I don't think that now. A lot of police, a lot of police do a good job and are fucking. You do need the police. You have to have the police. No matter what anyone thinks, you have to have police. You have to have someone stopping people doing things. But yeah. But the problem is, if I go into that for too much, I could be here for half an hour. Maybe I'll have to do a video on it one day. So I think the government forget that criminals view obeying laws as being optional. Exactly. And that sent there's a criminal who broke into a man's house, and the person robbing that house turned into a victim after the owner gave him a little beating. Joe said, "Do you get much US surplus near you?" Not near me per se. We used to have like what we used to call the army store years ago, and that would have had that kind of stuff. But I don't even think we got anything like that really locally now. Saeed said, "Do you remember me? I first appeared on your channel 2 years ago." Not sure, mate. I'm not sure. But hello anyway. You're right. Love said the guys spraying us with chemtrails said that since they made it public knowledge, it's then become legal for them to carry on. That's sick, isn't it? So I'm pretty sure in the UK we're not allowed guns without license. Everything I own doesn't need a license. It's all deactivated, BB guns, airsoft, replica, stuff like that. Jennifer said, "My dad still carries a 4-inch lock knife. He's had it for the last 50 years. Which I agree, Mike. We're not going back to hue and cry. But you know what I mean? You do need the police, no matter what anyone says. You do need the police. It's just they need to be held accountable in certain circumstances, don't they? Clark said, "You can have a crossbow or laser guided sight." Yes, yeah. Yeah, I ain't got none with lasers, but I never really got into lasers on things. But yeah, you can have lasers. Helmet Collector said, "Can you own bulletproof gear?" Yes, I've got a bulletproof vest just there. And then I've got another, can't quite see them, but I've got another like one there. I've got about 4 vests. 2 dedicated bulletproof vests, and the other 2 are stab and bullet resistant. Carl said, "What I don't get is you can buy fireworks and they're nothing but time explosives." Exactly. Fireworks is a very weird one, isn't it? Hi, said, "Did you know how to use them weapons? Like, do you have any military experience?" No, never been in the military, mate. Self-taught. Alex said, "I just sent you a meme on Insta. Got a feeling you'd like it." Right, I'll have a look at that later. By the way, any of the 40 people watching want to support this channel, help me grow, because I don't get ad money for my channel, and this is basically my job. So if you want to help support it, go to the Ko-fi thing, coffee, buy me a couple of coffees. There's been about 4 people bought them tonight. The link will come up in a second. There, Nightbot said you can do a one-off donation. You just click it, add a little donation, and it just goes straight into my PayPal, and then that will be to help support the channel. And maybe I'll do a self-defense stream for you. So I said I can't calculate what accent you have. Home counties. My accent would probably be described as home counties. Buckinghamshire. Yeah, Clark said UK laws seem to be rather afraid of ninjas and ninja weapons. I'm going to make a joke, government parody video of the UK government's fear of the N word, and it's going to say N star 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 A to make people think it's something else, and when they click on it, it'll actually be ninjas. Peter said, "Oh, support the channel with buying some cool stickers." Yes, exactly. Get your stickers, or your t-shirts, or your fucking mugs. Yeah, stickers are good. There's some of the stickers are on there, like I'll cut them out though. Where am I? Alex said, Mike, have you ever thought about making a Walking Dead baseball? Supposed? Yes, that's what that's going to be. Where was it? I had it. Yeah, that's what this will be eventually. I didn't even buy this. I was supposed to be buying one of those fucking can't remember what they're called, Anglo Arms bolo machetes, and they sent me an Anglo Arms baseball bat. So that will get the is it Lucille Walking Dead treatment, the barbed wire. So I said, you look like a famous celebrity. I can't remember the name. Go on, let me know who you think. It changes depending on how short my hair is. And it will also depend whether I take it as a compliment or not. But yeah, sometimes it depends. Helmet collected, you got a girlfriend or a crazy? No, I'm single, mate. Jack said, imagine getting stabbed by a Kia pan. The shape of the blade would cause so much damage. Hello, Jack, by the way. Let me look that up if that's the one I think it is. Oh, yeah, fuck me. Yeah, that would sort of, yeah, that would do some strange, sort of like that, isn't it? Like a. Orion, thank you again for the donation, or is that the same one? I don't know. Joe Green said, damn, prepper shop surplus, so cheap compared to the US surplus. Prepper shop's pretty good, isn't it? Clark said, I have a posh twang, but I look like a tattooed Jason Statham, who often confuses people when they meet me. Yeah, I bet that's, yeah, I know what you mean there. Orion said, Mike, did you hear about them thinking about doing a Warriors remake? No. That would be, yeah, I don't know. I bet they'd make it shit. So I said, oh yeah, you look like Michael from GTA. Well, I can take that as a compliment. I'll take that as a compliment. You're off, Stug. Good night, mate. I might stay on late tonight. When I say late, maybe getting on for 12ish. We'll see. Zed said, wear a blonde wig and carry a bat and you look like a bearded harlequin. I don't know about that, Zed. Bristol said, Mike is Phil Collins lookalike. As I said, I'll take some of these as compliments, maybe not others. Phil Collins, I don't know. Jack said, yeah, in relation to the Sikh guy, I'm not just some gear band weirdo. You want to buy a mug, are you? Thank you, Alex. Valhalla said, sent over a donation. Hope it helps with some DIY knife. Oh, thank you, mate. I appreciate that. This has a delay on here, so after them, I don't see them straight away. Thank you. Yeah, anyone? Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Oh, thank you. Nice one. So, yeah, Eternal Valhalla has donated tonight. Orion has, James McFadden has. Yeah. So, thank you. Yeah. Cheers. That'll go towards a build. Helmet Collector said, why did you go to jail? Was it weapon rape? No, they accused me of something violent that I never did. So I said, Mike, you're a very sound fellow. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. I'll try to be. Carl said, and what I don't get is why customs stopping illegal knives coming in. No laws are getting broken. And is there any official reports of this? No, maybe someone should do some kind of reporting about that, or some kind of, because that's fucked. That should not, as you say, that shouldn't actually be happening, should it? Shouldn't be happening. Joe said 10 for a gas mask, and here in the US it's $40. Yeah, cheap, isn't it? What was Zed saying? Oh, the Harlequin stuff. Yeah, that was it. Keep your fancies to yourself. Robert said you should carry a fork, and if you're attacked, you shout, yummy, yummy, next meal. Rub your fucking belly, for that's sake. So I said, I was prison. Did you have to be careful in showers? No, luckily, the showers in the prison I was in actually had separate cubicles and doors. Yeah. So no, there was none of that going on. As Andrew said, that's an American pastime. You know what side? I've never been into football. The only time I ever watch football is if England are playing. I've never got into football. Yeah, so I ain't got a football team. Gaza, do you think they stop knife parts like the signet rings attachment? Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one, isn't it, Carl? I don't think it should be happening. Maybe someone should get hold of like. Surely there must be some kind of knife group like the gun groups. Where am I? Oh, Jack said, "What do you reckon on tactical pens, Mike?" Just happen to have two right there. Yeah. It was all about tactical. Yeah, I like tactical pens. I think they're great. I know you carry one, but if you had to use one, I reckon you'd be fucked, even if it just broke a few ribs. I don't know. I think they'd be quite handy if you had to break a window, maybe. Or write to your local MP potentially. The problem is, as with all of this kind of shit, though, do you reckon an MP would care? I bet most MPs would be on the bandwagon of all knives are weapons. They must be still, I bet that you probably find a couple that wouldn't be so bad. But that's why it goes around unstopped, because it's such a thing in this country that knives are weapons. We need to stop all the youths having knives, and you know what I mean. I bet an MP would probably just look at that and chuck it in the fucking bin. But that's a good idea. That's the right thing to do, Freddie. Whether it would do anything, I don't know. Joseph, for some reason, I really like lockback knives. I like lockback knives. Richard always carry a tactical pen. That's I'm going to have to change my name every time I hear tactical. Yeah, it looks up. So I said, Mike, have you ever had your fair share of street fights? If yes, have you lost it? I've lost fights, don't you? Yeah, I've lost fights. Yeah. Lewis said my MP basically told me to do one last time I wrote to him. There you go. Freddie said knives are not killers. Well, we know that, Freddie. We know that. We don't have to. We don't have to say that. But the problem is, all of the politicians are all on the thing of, they probably want to ban most of them probably, because if they want to get higher up on the fucking rung, they're gonna have to be on the anti knife shit. Clark said, "Why do people assume that men in prison get shagged up the ass if they drop the soap in the showers? They're not going to magically appear behind you and attach themselves to you." Exactly. I don't know. So, have you trained? No, I'm not trained in any fighting. Carl said, "So knives getting stopped by importers or bringing them in, or is it just?" As far as I'm aware, Carl, it's private individuals. So he said, "Here's Mark and H guns, Mike. If you ever came on GM, yeah, good morning, Britain. He'd roast you. He probably would try to roast me, wouldn't he?" Yes. I wouldn't go on there. Andrew said, "Much more violence with knives due to drug war. UK has a similar prevalence of violent crime for the past 100 years, despite the 1900s. There's no such weapon laws." Exactly. And certain times in this, certain times in the last 100 years, there was a lot more, you get a handgun a lot easier. Freddie said, "Oh, fair enough. Just thought." No, I'll tell you what. I think you had a very good point there, Freddie. And I may be wrong. I don't think any politicians would have any fucking interest. But I think that's a very good idea, Freddie. And it may work. It may work. Basically, he was blaming local gun owners on a rise for gun crime. I called him out on it. He fobbed me off. Fuck's sake. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, rising gun crime would not be legal fucking local gun owners, would it? Freddie's like Piers Morgan, cricket and hunting gun laws and beliefs. So I said, "Mike, what's the newest weapon you have on that board?" Don't know. I haven't had any new ones for ages. Probably the stiletto there, I'd imagine. on the board. The newest thing, maybe the katana, that's quite new. Well, and some of these, not that they're weapons, they're sporting goods, but Mark Bruxon, you right, mate? Just put a dot, but it's been a very, very strange stream tonight. I won't go off at half past. I'll maybe stay on for another half an hour. It's Saturday night, saw you, and it. Clark said, "You ever spoken to other UK preppers, self-defense YouTubers?" Yeah. I get emailed quite often about this kind of stuff, but yeah, as I say, you can talk more freely in other circumstances. The worst place is probably streams, but yeah, we get people on here talking about it. You'll be surprised, Clark. There's probably quite a few people on here who are, self-defense YouTubers and that, and yeah, last time police came around my house was November 2017. Saw all this. Andrew said, what many people these days don't realise is weapon restrictions is a relatively new thing. JBO said, oh, sporting goods. How you going to play cricket with that? Is that the Fred? Oh, what sporting? Oh, sporting goods. What this? Yes, sporting goods. Sporting goods. Yeah, and there's another sporting good for you. Yeah, I forgot I'd even said it. William O'Neill, you right, mate? Did I say hello? Yeah, Matt JDR's my twin brother, but yeah. Darren, UK is still occupied by Rome, who disarm people. So I said, Mike, when you go off, maybe 20 minutes, we'll see. Maybe in 20 minutes. Is everyone liking the stream, by the way? Don't forget, get your merchandise in if you want to wear some. Don't have to be that. There's loads of different designs. Christmas jumpers if you want them. But more importantly, the thing that would do me the most favour is getting on that support thing. Oh, Eternal Valhalla, thank you for the donation, mate. There you go, another one. He said, love the DIY knives, hope this helps. Or was that him who mentioned it? Oh, bloody hell, he bought me 5 coffees. You know. Yeah, no, that was him, wasn't it? Yeah, I did say that. I did say thank you for that, didn't I? So there's always one person who dislikes. Yeah, busy stream tonight, ain't it, Lord Flash up. So it's a do game. Yes, that funny thing is, I'm playing right now. Can't find the case. The Witcher 3, PS4. Yeah. It's armor prepper and I have a lot of gear. I spend so much time on prepping. I don't blame you, mate. There's nothing wrong with prepping. Prepping is a good thing. It's good to be prepared. Yeah. Well, I'll finish that. So get your merchandise in. I can't afford a PS5. Clearly, get donating. If I get about 500 coffees bought, I could afford one. Although I've always said it's going for the channel, so I'd have to have permission by the donators. I'll probably stay on till 10 to 12, Joe. So about 20 minutes, I reckon. There's PS5 ain't really worth it at the minute. Now you're right there, and I bet it'll probably fuck up like all the first generations always do. I might leave it a bit. The only thing is, though, after time, they don't fucking drop down for years. Really drop down. You know what, so I've never been in debt and I've never had a loan. Purely because I wouldn't be able to pay it back. So now I wouldn't be able to pay back a loan. I've never had a loan, never been in debt. But I'm playing Dark Souls 3. I haven't thrown the controller yet. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that Witcher 3 is good. Clorox said, have you had to get rid of your brass knuckles? I have. Yeah, chopped them. I cut them all up. And I was going to show people a picture of them, but I thought it would, the amount of reaction I'd get for that would be too much. But I cut every single one of them up with bolt croppers. They're just, there's a great big sack full of them now. So I'm going to melt them down one day. Maybe potentially make a giant one, because that wouldn't be illegal. Yeah. Thank you, Eternal Valhalla, for the donation, mate. Good night. Yeah, you're a student, are you, Said? Yeah, you have to take many loads. I bet you do, sadly. You're off as well, Dear Love. Good night, mate. Jason, I like playing the PS2. There's so many games. I've still got all my PS2 games and a working PS2. I've still got a GameCube, Wii, and the even older ones. The only one I ain't got is a PlayStation 1. No, I never went to uni side. Stopped going to school at 16. By then, I was a fucking pisshead. I was an alcoholic. Yeah. So I did random jobs. Yeah, Clorox like to chop all mine up. I've still got them chopped up. I never got rid of the bits, but they're all cut up into little bits. Not really. So no, I don't really regret leaving school then, not going to uni, because all of the kind of jobs I would ever have wouldn't have needed any sort of qualifications. William said, can you please recommend a good EDC UK work knife? That's a hard one, William. You know, I'd always rate the old Swiss Army pen knives. I don't know. I'll tell you the ones I like. I don't know how easy you'd get nowadays, though. These seem to be hard to get now. But these San Renmu knives, these are non-locking, but they've also got like a little flipper foot. You can't flip them out, but that stops the knife closing on your fingerlet. So quite safe. And they've got a couple, you can get ones with a couple of tools on the back. But they're hard to find now, I noticed. Jack said you had a drink since the other night. No, I won't be drinking for at least another 3 weeks as well, I reckon. China said, any current Netflix series you watched? No, the last thing I watched was this. Highly recommended if you hadn't seen it. I'm having a bit of a Matt Berry binge, so I've watched all of this. I watched all 5 or 3 series of Toast of London. I will eventually watch Garth Marenghi's Dark Place as well. And I might watch The Year of the Rabbit, which is his newest thing. I also want to watch House of Fools, but I can't get it anywhere. Listen, most degrees are pretty much blag anyway, unless you're doing law, engineer, science, etc. Yeah, that's what I mean. And I would never do any of them kind of jobs anyway, so no good for me, really. Pete said, no, good for the price. So I'm trying to be a doctor. Nice. Well, good on you, mate. I hope you do well in that. Orion said, I like the SOG Turbinus, very similar to that San Renmu. That's UK legal. I'll tell you what I would. Yeah, nice one, Orion. That's good. That's a good recommendation there. William, go and have a look on Henny Haynes on their legal bits there. Lewis, did you ever watch Lock, Stock? Yeah, I love Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. Yeah, brilliant film. Clorox and a giant knuckle duster, awesome, because obviously you couldn't wear it around your fingers, so it'd be fine. You should make a video and hang it on the wall. That's my plan. Yeah, it'll be about this big. Solid fucking aluminium. Yeah, that's my plan one day. Yeah. Because I've got a sack full of fucking aluminium, and then all the ones I had to chop up. JBO said, have you tried those Wenger Swiss Army knives? I reckon the blades are better steel than the Victorians, even though the basic same company. I haven't, Jim. Do you reckon they're... No reason I haven't. I just ain't got the money for them. But I wouldn't mind doing that. Danielle, you're right, are you? Said, I want you to imagine you drinking diarrhea out of a mug, then you vomit. Hi, Danielle. Is that a fantasy of yours? At least you made me laugh there. No, none of the mods caught that either. Alex said, mate, I'm probably going to buy everybody Loves a bit of bottom mug. Nice one, yes. We haven't had the everyone loves a bit of bottom for a while. Yes, buy that. Lord Flashlight said Oppenels are great. Lots of old farmers used them. The one I had doing the wiring jobs back in the day. Yeah, Oppenels are great, aren't they? So I said, lovely chatting with you, mate. Top guy. Have a great night, Mike. Thank you, mate. You off. Good night, Saeed, if you're off. Joe said, I've been watching reruns of TV show ER. My mum watches ER. Peter Henny Haynes have a new UK knife with VG10 steel. Nice one. Yeah, I'd recommend. I never used to. I don't know what it was. I was always put off by Henny Haynes originally. I don't know why, and I never used to go on them. And then I started buying blade blanks off them, and I think they're really good now. William said the EDC Swiss Army knife, Field Master, but I'm after a knife to go with my Swiss Army knife. You have a look on Henny Haynes. But if you can get San Renmus, they're decent, but they're hard to find. Close to 50 likes. That's good, isn't this? There was quite a few on earlier as well. There was like 40 on at one point. Yeah, good night, Simon. See you later, mate. William said, I'm after a good knife to go along. I've read that, didn't I? I think he's accidentally put it on twice. Clark said, can you buy a tactical pen or just a ballpoint pen in general entirely made out of tungsten steel? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know how. Yeah, I ain't got a clue. I don't know. The tungsten. Tungsten's very heavy. That's why they make darts out of it. It's heavy for its size. You lot know what I'm trying to say. Oh, I forget Matt Berry's in It Crowd. Yeah, I love It Crowd as well, actually. IT Crowd. Peter, yeah. I'm a big fan of Matt Berry's. Fried Guys said, do you own any weapons? No, I don't own a single weapon. I want to know where Danielle is, by the way. She can't put a comment on like that and just leave it. She wants to imagine me drinking diarrhea and vomiting. There's lots of strange people coming on. I might even stay later than bold, like St. Louis. I may even stay on later than 12, just for the fucking shits and giggles, as they say. Alex said, have you any Christmas merch on? I have got some Christmas merchandise, actually, yes. I've got last year's Christmas merch on there. I might do some more, though. Debut said, just watch that video on the Wakazaki, mate. Nice looking, but thank you, Jim. Quite nice, wasn't it? I'm going to do another one and I might be able to perfect it. That one came out pretty good. I reckon I could do another one even better. Now I know what's involved, if that makes sense. Helmet Collector said, right under your live stream, the recommendation video is how to make a homemade machine gun. Well, there you go. Exactly what we was on about. That may be your recommendations. I don't know. Orion said you can get different refills for the pens. No lights. Open refill is decent. The first one was terrible, but the update feels nice. Peter said Matt Bear is apparently a good musician. Not heard of his stuff though. I have. Yes, I have heard some of his. Because I'll tell you what, pretty much anything he's in, he does all the music for this, and he sings in it. So he does all the music for that. Toast to London, he does most of the music and sings in it, don't he? Yeah, his music's all right. It's of its own kind of genre, if you know what I mean. I don't know what kind of genre, but yeah, he is a good musician. I would say that, yeah. And Saint said, have you got any GCSEs, Mike? Nah, I couldn't be bothered. I did half a maths exam and then couldn't be bothered anymore. I'll be honest with you, I probably could have passed a maths exam. When I was younger, even when I pissed about and didn't even try, I found maths really easy. Like just naturally, I don't know why. To the degree that I'd be, fucking about never doing anything in maths class, and then the teacher would do like a fucking 100 maths questions where she's reading them out, and you have like 5 seconds to do them, and then you'd have to pass your work over to the next person to mark, and then she'd say, right, read out who's got 100, You know, no one really got 100. Read out who got 99 out of 100, and they'd say my name, and I'd be good enough to get 99 out of 100 fucking questions right. But I don't know. I ain't so good at maths now, put it that way. I think a lot of it, you just lose the knowledge if you don't keep up with it. Clark said, have the ladies ever took a liking to you because of your unique interests or hobbies? Not really, Clorix, in all honesty, no. But it's half a maths exam. That's more than I ever did. Yeah, I found Dad was it was your EDC calculator. Yeah, I used to find maths naturally quite easy. Yeah. As I say, I don't now though. And I play darts. Even when I play darts, we have to use the calculator all the time now. I think it's because I don't try though. You get a habit when you're playing darts. If there's a calculator, you'll use the calculator instead of trying to work it out. Then you become lazy. William said, had my multi-tool taken from me. So hard to find a good UK work knife. Yeah, I'll definitely say try Henny Haynes, mate. That may be a way to go. The Aussie, so I don't mean to be rude, but how old are you? 40. Right, mate. Salty Tide said, how'd you get to be a moderator on your stream? I have to have known you quite a while. Helps if you do videos. That's about it, really. And if I don't, in all honesty, I've probably got too many mods anyway. I don't need any more. But yeah, I'm not a gangster. Lewis said, I had a bird ask me to stab her once, Clorex, if that's close enough. She had a thing for getting cut stab, which is a bit freaky. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, that'd do my head in, stuff like that. Man with the name I can't recognise said, where are you from? Can't read, sorry. England. Southern England. Alex, in all honesty, I find school fucking boring. Yeah, if you find school boring, it's gonna be shit. I enjoyed school because school to me was just an excuse to go and see my mates and go and get, you know, I used to get pissed in school sometimes and hang around with the birds I fancied, basically. But yeah, some people really hate school. I quite enjoyed it. Tactic says, shit, too many mods. I'm sure I was the last one in. Don't worry, it's not last one in, first one out. Now, once you're a mod, always a mod, unless you want out. Are you from Russia, are you, mate? Clark said, do other UK folk assume you're some kind of paranoid, dodgy psycho just because you're into things? Well, I don't know. Maybe at first glance they might. You know, when people know me, they know that's not the case. Paranoid, yeah, but dodgy psycho, no. I think people who just, if anyone watched 5 minutes of any one of my videos, you know that's not the case, put it that way. I think some people just come on to troll sometimes, especially on live streams. Now, funny thing is, well, we've got don't know about autistic, but we've got yeah, he said you need an autistic moderator to have real attention to detail. He also said, what did you do after school ended? Got pissed and did drugs. Clark said, I don't think many people are interested in weapons, prepping, etc. It's kind of minority interest. Many people like camping because they like the freedom of being away from everything. Ian Pemberton, you're right, mate. He said, my wife has confiscated my pistol. It may have something to do with she was hoovering a bedroom last week. And the broadsword that I'd leaned on the wall fell over and hit her, and it hit her in the temple. Fuck's sake, yeah. I was gonna say I don't blame her, but fuck's sake, Ian. Yeah, unlucky. Salty's. Is he saying? Oh, he's saying you're from Russia. Can you own guns and what restrictions? Yeah. Salty said weapons of autistic, right? I was trying to think if he was. I don't think he's autistic, is he? He was. Yeah. Trying not to be me. No, you're right, Salty. I was trying to remember if he was autistic. I don't think he's autistic, or is it autistic? Yeah, Liam's got something like that anyway. But yeah, Liam has, yeah. That's why he's good at it causes him to have not obsessions, but I mean, gets into things heavily, and that's why he's really good at telling you very minute details about something that most people wouldn't remember. As I think it's Clorix was saying, yeah, Liam is. I just couldn't remember specifically. Yeah, it's a big spectrum there, exactly, Peach. Alex Saint said, one of those reasons I love weapons is because of the history. If they're real antiques, I love to see their background. Yeah, very interesting stuff in it. You know, there's a lot of interesting stuff with weapons and history, especially military stuff. JBO said to Alex, that's why I collect military bits and pieces. Always love the history and where they've been. Yeah, and you know, some antique stuff may have been used. And William said, been sub to your brother for many years, been sub to you for a long time as well. Send you a pocket knife a few years ago. Did you, William? Oh, nice one. Yeah. Sent that to Mount, did you? Or, yeah. Clark said he's autistic. Get your shells right, mate. I have to loosen my trousers up. Cutting into my fucking guts at the minute. I've been leading full for so long. Yodi said this might be a bit random, but have you ever tried lean? Do not know what that is, mate. Don't know what that is. So no. Clark said, would you ever meet and greet loyal viewers and subscribers? Potentially I would. It'd have to be a private thing though, because of the trolls and freak shows and potential fucking nutters. It would have to be. I would though, and I've met some. There's some people in here I would, came to. I'd definitely meet and go and have a drink with them. But yeah, it's a bit risky. It couldn't be a public thing. But yeah, if we could do like a private, invite only thing, yeah, I'd be up with that. But I'd have to be very careful because there definitely are people who would like to spoil it. Insta live chat, I suppose. Yeah, there's on Actually, I don't even know you do the fucking live chats on Instagram, Alex. You already said it's cough spirit mixed with Sprite and codeine. No, when I was younger, that was never even heard of that. No, never even heard of it. Wasn't a thing. You imagine, Lewis. Yeah, he said you'd have half the press turning up to a meeting. Yes, that you imagine. Yeah, it'd have to be a secret thing. As I say, there's plenty of you lot, who I would meet individually, if we was local or whatever, and whatever. But yeah, like a proper get together thing, you'd have to be very careful doing that. Oh, is that what it is, Pete? Get yourself some. I'm taking my recurve for whitetail deer hunting in the morning. Nice one. You have to let us know how you get on with that. Although I probably won't see you for another week on here. Helmet Collector said, can we do a live stream one day in the future? I can show you some weapon line. Yeah, I can do that. I can do when it gets closer to Christmas, I'll let anyone come on who wants to. I'll do a StreamYard thing. Literally anyone can come on. I'll invite you on, whoever, you can have 10 people on at the same time, but I might just, have a couple of people on for 10 minutes, take them, I'll put another person on. And some of the regular video people could stay on a bit longer, like Liam and that, because they do videos, so they know sort of talk for a long time, if that makes sense. And actually have a drink around the boozer and a laugh, exactly. So lean is a mixture of cough syrup and codeine. Yeah, no, I've never heard of it. Never bought any Rothko stuff either, Joe. No. William said, my friend from the US, he's subbed to as well. I probably do. Who's that, William? I probably do, mate. I must do. They said, I imagine the plod would have a field day, doing some searches of everyone, going to that meetup. Probably turned up armed as well. Yes, I can see that totally see that happening. John said, I'm sick of neighbours. I need to live miles from anyone so that I can shoot and do stuff outdoors away from the dweebs. Exactly. So I'm slightly distracted. I still want that lady to talk to me. Yeah, that'd be the perfect place, John. Get away from everyone. Peanut skins are supposed to be, the uncooked peanuts, unroasted peanuts. If you open them up and take that brown shell off, that bit, the inside that's actually on the peanut, is supposed to be able to get you high. Steve said, I would love to have been more involved in conversations, but I have been, and I'm still on the phone for everything. Oh, fuck's sake, Steve. Oh dear, nightmare. I won't want to be. I hate being on the. Lewis said, "What's this? What's this about a lady?" Yes, there's a lady watching this. Except the only comment she put on was, "I want to imagine you drinking diarrhea and vomiting." So maybe she has like a fetish for what's it, scatology or something, scatological fantasies, fetishes. I don't know. She did make me laugh at least, though. What's this about a lady? I know, a lady in the house. What? A lady in the stream? I can hell. She's been with worse. Certainly put me off my stride for a second, though, when I saw that. Yeah, I'll stay out for a little bit longer. I'll stay until 12 because I'm, in all honesty, I'm down for a piss. And I have to start being quiet because I can hear people get to bed. John said the dweebs don't have enough to do. They're really pathetic. Why can't they leave us alone for our skills that have kept the humans alive for a million years? Exactly. It's a shame, isn't it? But LX Saint said, Mike, do you rave if what track? No, I don't. Never been into the old raves. All my mates were. JBO said, yeah, I was going to say, I bought a Vietnam Tiger Stripe jacket years ago. It was a total turd. Dweebs need hobbies, exactly. Oh, was that you said to, that was to Joe, was it? I do think by the way, Jim, good to have you on. I know you don't always make them lately, do you? I've got to start whispering now. It makes my throat even worse. It's good to have everyone on, but when you have the regulars and then you don't see them on for a while. Yeah, so tomorrow's video, well, so I put one on. Oh, do you know what I'm going to do? I don't know whether I should tell you or not. Do you want to know what tomorrow's video is going to be, or would you like it a surprise? So you can either put tell us or surprise. You're right there, Andrew. So people's attitudes to hunting and shooting is more linked to the class. It's because it's seen as posh people's sport. Whatever. You're right there. All right. Surprise it is then. God, my lady friend. That's John. You know what, Clark? That was the exact name that I was hoping wouldn't come up. I'll let you off though. Seeing as it says a more attractive version. When I lost a bit of weight, the resemblance goes a little bit. I don't think I saw a picture of Johnny Vegas while I was looking through the fucking DVDs, and I thought, yeah, I can see why that comes up sometimes. Fuck's sake. Thank you for trying to save me there, Zed. Alex says, what's my heritage? You know what? I don't know. I ain't got a fucking clue, in all honesty. I ain't got a clue. Get yourself some digging the cookery on the weapon board. Like that was a gift from SAK 94 Stu. No, I don't live alone. I live in a fucking house full of people. Just counting how many people live in my house. 5 people live in my house. Alex Saint said, I think you need another shave. And oh, yeah. Also, yeah, people who don't know, this is long hair for me. And actually, I look slightly different to normal because I've trimmed my sides. My sideburns was as thick as this. But I thought I'd try and look a little bit respectable for the competition video. Ravi said, how tall is it? Well, I measured myself properly recently, and I'm taller than I thought I was. I'm not tall there. I'm 5'5.5". And when you're 5'5", you put the half on. 5'5.5". Or was it 5'4.5"? I can't remember. Maybe 5'4.5". And with my boots on, I'm 5'5.5". Joe said, do you know if MP5 gas masks are junk? I don't know, Joe, nor so you'd have to ask Liam that. Weapons and Stuff 93. I have to look that up. Oh, fuck's sake. Need to get yourself a cat wig. Fuck's sake. I looked that up. And the first thing it came up with was fucking Harry Enfield and the fucking Oscousers. One of them. Fuck's sake. Do you reckon I could pull that off? There's fucking hell. Guys, I'm sorry. That weren't my words. I didn't know it bothered me. Nah, it didn't bother me. Teach you how to do a fringe flick. Nah, it's all right, Clocks. Alex says, have you ever had any close calls with bent grinders? No, never. Never had any issues with angle grinders. I'm always very careful with them. No, nothing. Literally nothing. Never really had any close calls with any tools. And I am very careful. I'm always aware of what I'm doing. You know, the most dodgy thing I've ever done with a angle grinder is accidentally put it down a bit too quick and it's caught a bit of cloth and just sucked it up. But it was just like that and then stopped. So I think I once caught my t-shirt in a drill. That nothing happened, you know, it didn't hurt me. But I tried to be careful with, you know, you got to be careful with tools. You don't fuck about tools. And also, if you hurt yourself, you can't do nothing for a while, can you? Might have to buy one of them wigs just for the. People act like height makes a difference in a fight when really it's about weight and mass. That's 100% true. Height don't make a lot of difference. Obviously, if someone's 6'5" and weighs about 20 stone and you're 5 foot and weighed 7 stone, yeah, you're going to struggle a bit there. But as you say, yeah, weight and mass, yeah, height don't, yeah. Clark said a modern man fighting Neanderthal in his prime would be shredded apart. Well, a classic example, if you look at fucking chimpanzees, right? Chimpanzees doesn't look that big. A fucking chimpanzee would tear a man to fucking pieces. That's a different thing. That's not really what you're talking about, but you know what I mean? There's I've seen 5'2" bloke knock out 6 foot bloke one punch. Funny because he looked like Gollum. Sorry to say. That was my sensei is only about 5'7". He's a 4th Dan. Rachel said, having a long reach ups. Yeah. I better go off in a minute because I've got loads of shit to clean up again. Yeah. Nice one. Yeah. See if you can get me up to 50 likes, please. And chuck a donation in before you go. Unless you're a regular donator, then you don't have to. The Aussie said, to be fair though, the government eased down weapons laws. I'm thinking Nutter will exploit it. That is a good point, Josh, and I can see what you mean there. Yeah, nice one, Lewis. There you go. Lewis, he's going to sling in a tenner on the donation thing if it gets up to 50. I'll give it about 2 minutes. Otherwise, Lewis, I'll be on here for another half an hour waiting. Fuck's sake. Don't look like it's going to happen. Oh, I don't know. It looks like it might do. But yeah, Viazi, I understand what you're saying there, and I agree. Yeah, we do have restrictions, but some of those restrictions, they do make a difference to things. They do help. Come on, one more like. Don't let me down here. Thank God there's not. Good job the dislikes don't take away from the likes, because people will be going dislike. Hang on. I know how to do it, Lewis. Does it count if I go on to there and do it myself? I'm going to cheat, Lewis. Hang on, I've got to get to my own fucking channel now. Oh, it says 50, and I've just put it up to 51. I cheated there. But it was 50 before I done it. By the way, Lewis, you don't have to donate if you don't want to, because I know you've donated quite a bit lately. Get yourself. Have you ever swung a mace? I have. Yes. Yeah. Because the one I made, a lot of people said to me, "You want to be careful with that, Mike. You'll hit your hand." But there is a technique to swing a mace, even if it could hit your hand, so that it will never hit your hand. Yeah, I have swung a mace and a flail. Is that the 54 I cheated then, or was it nice? Yeah, because actually, if I take my like off, look, it's still on 51. I took mine off then. Now I'll put it back on. There you go. Tactical can have the last word, even though there'll be more. He said, "Guys, please be careful with your weapons. Trust me." Oh, he cut himself recently, didn't he? I don't know what the notifications going on here. Thank you, Lewis. It's massively appreciated, and anyone else who donated tonight. It all generally does help, and it'll go into making the channel better. Yeah, if anything breaks or if I need anything, or thank you, Bristol, as well. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Was you sending them through the Ko-fi thing or just PayPal? Because I know you've got my PayPal, ain't you? I'm going off any second now, Joe. Any second now. I've been on for 2.5 hours. Yeah. Right. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Sorry I'm whispering. Everyone's got a bed. Yeah, same here, Lewis. I ain't got a fucking clue either. I know they do like a premium version where the person pays a little bit, but yeah, surely he was going to do that when you do it for nothing. Don't know. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. That was a strange stream tonight. There was a little bit of, I don't mind doing the self-defense stuff if we can all keep within. Most people now know what to say and what not to say. But the problem is, even the ones who know not what to say, other people don't, and it always becomes a slight shit fest when you do a self-defense discussion on a live stream. Yeah. Anyway, if you know how to talk about these things properly, I don't mind. Yeah, thank you, everyone, and hopefully I'm going to have a video on tomorrow. You all said surprise, didn't you? I'm going to have a video on tomorrow. I won't tell you what it is then. Hopefully it'll have a little bit of a comedy element to it. and it was something that was requested. But I'm going to add slight different. I'm going to do a little bit of a parody of someone else's videos. Yeah, Joe, I stream Fridays and Saturdays. That's the only times I stream. Dying for a piss right now. So hopefully tomorrow, if I don't do this video tomorrow though, I'll do it soon. And then next week I should also have a new film club video up. I've already been researching how to film it as well. Because with the film clubs, I do a little bit of different kind of, I do a bit of sort of film kind of stuff, don't I? If I can anyway. Something worth doing it for. Could do that, and I'll watch him after I've had a flash dead. I said maybe stay away from self-defense weapons and stick to SD awareness. Advised to avoid conflict in the first. Maybe the problem is, Andrew, what it is a lot of people know what not to say, but then there's the same amount of people who don't know what they should be saying, and then I have to spend half the stream keep going. I've got to delete that because for your own good, base, not you, but yeah. I was all right, Viozi, up until about 15 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. Oh, nice one, Lewis. I'll do that now. Thank you, mate. Yeah, cheers for that. I appreciate that. I'll email Kitty in a minute. Right. Good night, everyone. Cheers for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. That genuinely means a hell of a lot because you make a genuine difference to things doing that. Thank you, Bristol, as well. I'll see you all soon, and I'll have a video on, if not tomorrow, Monday. Something a bit different. All right. See you later. You should like it, I think. Right, I'll check all my emails. Yeah. Nice on this. Right, good night, everyone. See you later. Hope you have a good evening. Or yeah, that's evening everywhere now, pretty much, isn't it? Good night.